Hi there. I just want to do a little video on how good I feel about finally remembering what Sally did to me. I'm just cleaning up my kitchen at the moment, and it just feels like my mind is back in place, you know? I tell you what, memory loss is a really um, it's a really it's terrible. It's horrible. Um, Not being able to remember really important things. What's the date today? I don't know what the date today. I think it's like the. Hang on, let me see if I can check. Let me just go check. The date today is October the 16th. October the 16th, 2016. There it goes. Can you see that? I've marked a few dates on my calendar, so it's the 16th today, it's the 17th tomorrow, and I'm doing a bit of cleaning up today because I know I feel like I've stepped back into myself, you know, remembering what fucking Sally did. God damn. And realizing that I'm in so much of this hardship now, not only because of her, but largely because of her. It was largely because of her that the authorities all turned against me. And God damn, I mean, you know, the chances are pretty high that they would have anyway, because they're pretty racist towards Māori people. But chances are it's also possible that they might not have, because I was a really good person living a very good clean life, crime free. I just didn't put a foot wrong. I wanted to really achieve in this world, knowing that when I did, I would feel so much better because I beat so many odds. But all it took was a little flick from Sally, and boom, my whole house of cards came tumbling down. And this is why you've got to be really careful who you become friends with, because they can really do some nasty things. In Sally's case, I think it was very similar to Mary, my sister Mary. My sister Mary was always very jealous of my looks. Now, I still look okay, but I'm not as hot as I used to look. I used to look pretty hot when I was younger, and my sister was so damn jealous of that all the time. Anyway, she did some really nasty things to me, but Sally was the same. I mean, I was living my life at the Nautilus in Orewa. I mean, here I was living in a brand new high-rise building on a benefit with my little girl and my son, with my daughter Shalise and my son, and there we were practically living in a mansion. They had free gym included in the rent. They had what else did they have? They had a swimming pool, a spa pool, a sauna, and we had full access to those facilities. It was really nice. Okay, the people there were pretty racist towards me, especially when they found out that I was on a benefit. One of the comments was, "We come here for a lifestyle," and they let a beneficiary into the building. Other people can tell you that Some people from the Nautilus have yelled down, "Fuck off, nigger." Not to me, but to someone I know, a friend of a friend, although he's not really my friend. They really tried to chase the darkie out of the Nautilus, because I didn't have money, because I was on a benefit, and for them it's all about a status thing. When you've got money, it's all about status. Now, when I get my dad's legal documents back and I get my money back, hopefully that turns out to be the case, fingers and toes crossed, when I get it all back, it's still not going to be about status for me. I'm still going to be, okay, yes, I will enjoy having the money, but I'll be using it to save children around the country from pedophiles like my brother Ernest, like David Peter McGregor, like Craig Glanville, like Aaron Taylor, aka Kenny, like John Whitehead and his gang. I'll be using my money to go around rescuing runaway children, things like that. Well, a portion of it I'll be using for that. A portion I'll be reinvesting, because I want to grow my funds to a point whereby it will continuously look after all generations to come, all my seeds, all the seeds of my runaway girls, and by that I mean babies. There's a lot of babies involved in this case from child pregnancy. And but getting back to the original point of this video, how do I feel about finally remembering what Sally did to me? Okay, it's the 16th today. I remembered all of that, I think it was the 14th of October 2016. So I just feel like a part of my life is back again. I don't know whether it's this camera or what, but it goes a little foggy sometimes. Is it because there are, okay, it looks like it's the windows, but sometimes this camera goes a little foggy, and I can't help but wonder if it's because dead people sometimes come between me and the camera. Those dead people could be my mum, Eula Morton. It could be my dad, Tahi Morton, Tahi Wirimu Martini / Morton. It could be some of my girls who died trying to save me. About 3 of them that I know of so far, although they'd have to be pretty tall to get up to this height. It could be Barry's dog Sam, it could be Barry. But when you believe in reincarnation, as I do, a lot of these names that I've just mentioned have probably come back to life again through rebirth. That is through being born into maybe another family, maybe into my family, maybe they've come back as some of the babies of this case through some of my runaway girls. Yes, I have to also make a video about one girl that I got confused about and took from the Whangaparaoa Plaza, but we went to, before you all start hating on me, we did go to the pharmacy in the Whangaparaoa Plaza and tell them what I had done, and we asked them to call Child, Youth and Family. So yeah, they'll be used to getting calls about the name Nellie Morton. Anyway, I'm going to make a video of that because it was a genuine mistake, and I did tell them my name and my cell phone number on the day that I took her, because I couldn't understand why they were trying to take her from me. But obviously I was the one who was confused. So anyway, getting back to the point of this video again, how do I feel about remembering what Sally did to me and to my little girl? I'm calling her Maya, by the way, because she is just a beautiful, beautiful girl, even though she lied about me because she was worried that Sally would murder her again. And God damn it, that's a good enough reason for me. Even though she lied about me, she did come clean after it happened. God damn Sally, man. Honestly, I just want to smack that bitch the fuck out. I just want to fucking have a good fucking fight with her. But of course I won't, because I've got to take her to court. I've got to take this case through the courts, and then if the courts don't do anything about it, then maybe I'll smack her around a bit. But then I always think, when it comes to criminals like Sally, I always think, well, they must have had a shitty, pretty start to life to turn out to be the people that they did. Sally did say that she had been raped from 2 years and upwards, and so I think to myself, I always remember, when I get angry at criminals, I always remember that they must have been through some pretty bad shit to turn out to be the people that they were, to be the criminals that they were. So yeah, it's a real catch-22, because I want to smack her the fuck out. Well, she definitely deserves it after murdering my little girl. Lucky I brought her back to life. By the way, I am a healer. I've seen that so many times in my life. My father was also a healer, even though he was a pedophile. I don't know whether I helped him out though with that healing, because when I was a little girl, I used to, when my father went out to do some healing, I was sending some healing from where I was at home to whatever it is that he was doing. And that might sound like the story of a little girl's fantasies, but I did do that sort of thing. Even now I send out healing to some people I care about, especially the girls of this case, and my daughter Millennia, and my daughter Shalise, and Maya, and Cece, and a few of the other girls. I've had to rename them so that I can add their details in the court case. Halo as well. Oh, and I've got to find a name for the other little girl that was replaced with a Bella. That's why Mike, the tattoo guy, came to my house. God damn it, the convolutions in this case are just fucking mind-boggling. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So how do I feel, back on point for the final time, how do I feel about remembering that Sally called the police on me, said I was molesting my daughter, when in actual fact it was her that molested my girl, and murdered her, and I brought my Maya back to life? How do I feel remembering all this, and remembering what she did to destroy my credibility in the community, and destroy my good name? How do I feel about all this? I feel great. I feel great remembering it all. Yes, I feel gutted that I couldn't do anything about it at the time due to my memory loss, but I feel so great having remembered this. Oh, I feel like a piece of the puzzle of my life has been put back in the right position. You know what I mean? It's been put back in the right position, and I'm just really deeply grateful. So this is what it means to have psychic ability. Sometimes you can remember things from the past when you can't remember it in the here and now. And as a result of my memory loss, I actually have had to rely a lot on my psychic ability to help me remember the things that I had forgotten and couldn't remember due to the memory loss I've suffered since my brother beat me so badly to the head and all over my body when I was younger, knocked me unconscious, didn't get any medical help. The trauma of everything that's happened to me as well is probably likely a contributing factor. So many things, so many things. The indifference from people when I had tried to tell them what had happened in my life. It all comes into play, but yeah, I feel good. In fact, I feel so good that I'm actually cleaning up my kitchen. Look at it. Look at that, y'all. Cleaning the kitchen. Cleaning the kitchen. I haven't felt this good since 546 Whangaparaoa Road. And a lot of the reason why I haven't felt strong enough mentally, emotionally and physically to get up and really do the house cleaning, do the house cleaning as regularly as I should have. A lot of the reason was because of mental health, because they didn't believe me, because they kept telling me things that weren't true, and I kept having to defend my honour, my credibility, my sanity, and they still wouldn't believe me, so that didn't help, and it made me go into quite a deep depression, as did the drugs as well. Been drugged quite a lot too. But anyway, someone's here, so I'm going to end this recording, and I'll see y'all when I'm looking at ya.